Hello everyone, welcome back to Study Room. So in this video, we are going to start with a topic of transfer of charges. So let's begin with it. Let's perform this activity. Now what do? You take an empty jam jar and you take a cardboard. You make sure that the cardboard is slightly bigger than the mouth of the jar. Now you pierce a hole in the cardboard so that a paperclip can be you pierce a hole in the cardboard so that a paperclip can be inserted in it. Now cut two strips of aluminium foil which is about 4 centimeters into 1 centimeter each. Now hang them on the paperclip. Insert the paperclip in the cardboard lid so it is perpendicular to it. Now charge a refill and touch it with the end of the paperclip. Here, what will you observe is that the aluminium foil strips receive the same charge from the charged refill through the paperclip. Now, the strips carrying similar charges repel each other and they become wide open. Now, such a device can be used to test whether an object is carrying charge or not. This device is known as electroscope. So, this device has many uses. Electrical charge can be transferred from a charged object to another through a metal conductor, that is a metal which conducts electricity. Correct? So, in electroscope, generally gold and silver are used, but we can even use copper and aluminium because they are also good conductors of electricity and they are a bit cheaper than gold and silver. Gold and silver sometimes gets expensive. Correct? Now, let's see this activity. What happened in the previous activity? You do the same setup and you touch the end of the paperclip gently with hand and you will find that a charge is there in the foil strips. They actually come back to their original state. Now you repeat your same action. That is charging of foil strips and touching of that paperclip. Now you keep repeating the same action. That is, repeat charging of foil strips and touching it. Every time you touch it, the foil strips will collapse. So the foil strips here lose charge to the earth through your body. The foil strips are discharged. We can say that they are discharged through your body. The process of transferring of charge from a charged object to the earth is called earthing. So what happens here is the charge gets transferred by using certain kind of material, in this case your body, to the earth, that is to the ground, and this process is called as earthing. Correct? Let's move on. Now, did you know that this earthing is provided in buildings to protect us from electrical shocks due to any leakage of electrical current. So certain times it may happen that there is some kind of leakage of electrical current. So to protect us from this kind of electrical current, certain kind of earthing is provided in our building. Right? Now, lightning. Let's see what is lightning. So during thunderstorm, the air currents move upwards while the water droplets move downwards. So suppose the water droplets are these, they are moving downwards and the air currents are moving upwards. So these vigorous movements cause separation of charges. There is certain kind of separation of charges here. So when the magnitude of the accumulated charges becomes very large, the air, which is a poor conductor of electricity, we all know that air is a poor conductor of electricity. But since the magnitude of the accumulated charges become very large, then what happens is the air is no longer able to resist their flow. and it conducts electricity. Correct? Now, negative and positive charges meet, producing strikes of bright light and sound. The streaks can be seen as lightning. You must have definitely come across lightning. You must have definitely seen lightning. So the process is called electrical discharge. The whole process of lightning is called electrical discharge. So during lightning, there are certain kinds of lightning that occur. Firstly, there is inter-cloud strike. When two clouds strike, they produce certain kind of lightning. See, there's an interaction of positive and negative charges. Then there's discharge between negative and positive charge centers. Here you can see. Then there is discharge within the cloud between negative base, this is the negative base, and the positive top, this is the positive top. So then also lightning occurs. Then there is typical cloud to ground lightning. The lightning falls on the ground between the ground and the negative charges. So here you can see there are negative charges and the ground which has positive charges. So lightning occurs between them. Correct? So the process of electrical discharge can occur between two or more clouds or between clouds and the earth. But this lightning strike, it can actually destroy life and property. It is very dangerous, right? So you should always take care during lightning. So now here we are going to learn about lightning safety. So what measures you can apply to save yourself from lightning? Let's have a look. So during lightning and thunderstorm, no place is safe. Hearing thunder is an alert to rush to a safer place. So whenever you hear certain kind of thunder, you should always find a safer place. After hearing the last thunder, you should wait for some time before coming out of the safe place. A house or a building is a safe place. Traveling by car or a bus can be safe inside with windows and doors of the vehicle shut. So if you're outside and if you're traveling by a car or a bus, you should always make sure that during thundering or lightning, all the windows and doors of the vehicle are shut. Let's continue. So what are the do's and don'ts during a thunderstorm? So whenever you are outside the house, you should always find a safe place or shelter within small trees. That can be a safe place. If inside a car or a vehicle, we already saw that we should shut the doors and the windows. We should always stay away from metal poles because they attract the charge very easily and it can be caused fatal to us. Do not lie on the ground. Instead, crouch with your head in between your hands. Right? You should always shut the windows of the car and we should never lie on the ground. We should just crouch with our hands above our head. Now, if we are inside the house, what measures can be taken? Avoid contact with telephone and electrical wires. Avoid bathing. Unplug all the electrical appliances. Right? Now, lightning conductor. As I said that lightning can be very dangerous. So there is a device called lightning conductor which is used to protect the buildings from the effect of lightning, from the dangerous and destructive effect of lightning. So metal rod which is taller than the building is installed in the walls of the building during its construction. One end of the rod is kept out in the air and the other is buried deep in the ground. The rod provides easy route for the transfer of electric charge to the ground. So here, as we saw that some part is above in the air and some part is buried. So this copper wire or the strip will transfer the electric charge from here to the ground and thus save the building from the destructive effect of lightning. Right? The metal columns used during constructions, electrical wires, and water pipes in the building also protect us to an extent. So, if all these things are installed in our building, it can protect us to an extent. But we should always make sure not to touch them during a thunderstorm. We should never touch all these materials like electrical wires and water pipes during thunderstorm. Correct? So this was all for this video. In this video, we learned about lightning, the transfer of charges, and lightning safety. In the next video, we are going to learn in detail about earthquakes. Till then, thank you and see you next time.